Okay, trading the gold futures this morning. It is December the 14th, and we're trading the February futures contract. We have resistance, as always, in the trading room. I plot resistance based upon analysis of multiple time frames, and we had resistance working at 1700, basically, in and around that area. Also had support at 1695, so we had this 5-point channel where the market early on in the session found its way to migrate in between these two areas. Now, once we reached up into the 1700th area of resistance, we started to see a little bit of build up to the upside with momentum. I don't like to step out in front of momentum, but we do see here that resistance did hold, and oftentimes what's very revealing at these areas, and what's so risky about these areas, is that we see a bunch of stop running. 2-minute bar here, you see that prices ran some stops here, were unable to sustain, and basically those upper areas beyond 1700 were rejected, and prices fell backwards. Now, almost a mirror image. We reached back down here to support, and we were able to get back down into the 1695 area, really looking for some kind of an indication as to whether or not this area was going to hold. We're starting to see a little bit of a build up here of momentum to the downside. Again, I don't like to step out in front of momentum, but after we saw this kind of rally off of this area a little bit and then revisit it, momentum had somewhat subsided as we would expect. The market kind of dilly-dallied in here and just ever so slightly worked its way down. That's often a precursor to a change in trend, to a change in direction. Then, again, the sure all indicator and the pattern that I just wait for, and that is where they run stops at these areas. See that during this 2-minute bar, prices ran down, but were unable to sustain. Rejected those lows down here, and the market quickly turned. When I saw that, placed a buy order in, got filled. I wanted to get as close as I can down here to this extreme and place my stop back down. So this is either going to turn really quickly or the trade's not going to work. And I would at least expect that if following this kind of a reaction, that we would at least expect to get up to this 2/3 area of the range, up and around this 98, which is what the target was for the trade. So for a little bit of risk here, could capture 2 points without having to take out any new highs, break any new ground in this market. A very consistent price action, and I'm not asking, again, for any breakouts of anything to meet my objective and capture 2 points. And so that was the sort of the basis of the trade, the idea behind the trade, the reason for taking the risk, and for having the target somewhat conservative in here and having a nice consistent profit.